Hey, Lila! I'm getting back with my ex! Yeah, you heard me right. Right now we're on our honeymoon, but the wedding, well, it's canceled.
What? Wait a minute, Caleb, what the hell are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean canceled?
Like I said, I'm getting back with Miley, my childhood friend and ex-girlfriend. Simple as that.
No way. Hold on a second. Miley? But Miley's already married, isn't she? She got married a while back, and when that happened, didn't she move into her husband's hometown? You haven't seen her in the last 2 years, right? Also, weren't you just taking a walk on the beach? What does this have to do with anything?
Well, about that, you won't believe it, but I saw her right here in Hawaii.
Wait, what? What do you mean you saw her?
Yeah, no joke. I was just taking a casual walk on the beach, enjoying the scenery, and then bam, there she was. I couldn't believe my eyes, but I just had to call out to her. And guess what? She smiled and told me she's here in Hawaii all by herself. And that's when it hit me. She must have heard about my wedding and realized her true feelings for me. She couldn't bear to let me go, so she followed me here to Hawaii to our honeymoon. She's still in love with me, Lila.
Are you hearing yourself right now? How do you even come to that conclusion?
Because think about it, this is Hawaii. What are the chances of running into your childhood sweetheart outside of our state on the other side of the world? The odds are too slim. It's not just some random coincidence. The only reasonable explanation is that she came all this way to find me.
Or, maybe you just happened to run into her by complete chance. It's a small world after all.
No, you don't get it. When someone's that devoted to you to the point where they follow you across the world, how can I ignore that? As a man, I can't just walk away from something like that. I have to answer her feelings.
Excuse me? Caleb, do you realize that we just got married 3 days ago? We literally just signed the marriage papers.
Look, I get it, but listen, this whole thing, it's gonna be tough for both of us, but at the end of the day, we'll both be divorcees. I'm sure you can see why I've gotta go with this, right? It's fate.
Do you even understand what you're saying right now? Who do you think is responsible for this mess? And I need you to really think about this. Are you absolutely sure that Miley came all the way to Hawaii for you and not just because she wanted a vacation?
Come on, Lila, there's no way she just happened to be here. She's in Hawaii alone by herself in a foreign country. It's pretty obvious she's here because she couldn't stay away from me. She came here for me, no question about it.
And Miley told you this? She flat out said that she came to Hawaii for you?
No, but I don't need her to say it. When I saw her, the way she smiled when I said hello, it told me everything I needed to know. It was like her heart was reaching out to mine, and I could feel it. I could see right into her soul. You have to understand, Lila, this is Miley we're talking about. She's my childhood friend. We used to be lovers. We've got this deep, unspoken bond that you just wouldn't get. It's a connection that goes beyond words.
Wow. Okay, well, I definitely don't get it, not at all. But honestly, Caleb, you need to calm down and really think this through. Look, until Miley actually tells you in her own words that she came all the way to Hawaii because of her feelings for you, isn't it possible that you're just misinterpreting the situation? I mean, this could just be one big misunderstanding on your part, right? It'd be a lot better if you didn't do anything reckless right now. Just take a moment and think before acting.
Lila, you don't get it. With Miley and me, we don't even need words. That's how strong our bond is.
Okay, fine, but at the very least, can you not forget that right now both you and Miley are currently married? You're both still legally married to other people. You can't just ignore that fact, Caleb.
Look, Lila, I know this sounds crazy to you, but I've already made up my mind. I can't just pretend like I didn't see her, like I didn't feel that connection all over again. It's like fate brought us back together, here in Hawaii, of all places. What are the odds, right? I can't walk away from something like that. I need to at least see where this goes with Miley.
Caleb, you're delusional. You think this is some kind of fairy tale, but it's not. This is real life, and in real life, people just don't upend their entire lives over one chance encounter. If you walk away from our marriage for some fantasy that exists only in your head, I promise you, you are going to regret it. You're throwing away everything for a maybe.
I get that you're mad, Lila, I do, but I know what I felt when I saw Miley again. It was like time hadn't passed at all, like we were right back to where we were all those years ago. I can't just ignore that. You have to understand this is bigger than both of us.
No, Caleb, you're just scared. Scared of the commitment you made. Scared of what it means to be with someone for the rest of your life. And instead of facing that fear, you're running away, back to some fantasy of your past. But life doesn't work that way.
I'm not scared, Lila. I'm just following my heart. And right now, my heart is telling me that Miley is the one I'm meant to be with.
Fine, but don't expect me to be here when you realize you've made a huge mistake.
Hey, Lila, you should head back to Iowa. I mean it, just leave.
Huh? Caleb, I was just about to contact you because you haven't come back in hours and I was getting worried. Where have you been? And now you're telling me to go back?
I'm serious. I'm not coming back until I'm sure you've left Hawaii. This honeymoon is happening, but not with you. It's gonna be with Miley. So you pack your stuff and head back to Iowa.
Oh, I see. So you want us to go our separate ways from here on out? Well, I actually agree with that, but can you explain why you left divorce papers in our room? Isn't that a bit too prepared? Like you had it all planned out beforehand?
Oh, Dad, I did a little research. Turns out you can just print out divorce papers online. You fill them out, take them to City Hall, and boom, it's official. So I found a place to print them while you were out, and I slipped them into the room when you weren't there.
You did this while I was out getting a late lunch, huh? You waited for that exact moment to sneak in and leave divorce papers behind?
Exactly. As you can see, I've already filled out my part. So once you get back to Iowa, just fill in your section and submit it to the authorities. It's pretty simple. Just get it done.
All right, but let me ask you something. Have you even confirmed how Miley feels about all of this? Have you asked her if she wants to be with you again?
Why do you keep asking that? I told you already, I don't need to. Miley and I, we have a deep bond. I don't need to ask her. It's something I already know. You're just a nuisance standing in the way of that bond. Get it?
Is that so? You seem awfully confident, Caleb.
What's that supposed to mean? What's with that smirk?
Oh, nothing. It's just interesting to watch you dig your own grave. I don't have to do anything at this point. But you go ahead. Keep thinking whatever you want.
Quit with the attitude. Just get out of here already. Seriously, you're in the way.
Well, if that's how you feel, I guess there's nothing more to say. I'll pack up and leave like the nuisance you think I am. See you back in Iowa, or maybe not. Goodbye, Caleb.
Miley, sorry to keep you waiting.
Huh? Caleb? What are you doing here?
I've finally done it. I talked to my wife and we've agreed to divorce.
Wait, hold on, Caleb. Why are you telling me this? And why are you acting like this is something I've been waiting for?
It's okay, Miley. You don't have to keep pretending. You don't have to hide your feelings anymore. I understand everything. Your feelings, they hit me hard, deep down. You don't need to act tough with me.
What feelings are you even talking about?
When you heard about my wedding, when you found out I was getting married, it must have stirred something in you, right? I know it did. You must have realized your true feelings for me. Those feelings you've been holding back for so long. They overwhelmed you, didn't they? You couldn't stop thinking about me, could you? That's why you came all the way here to Hawaii, to my honeymoon destination of all places. I know you came here because of me, because you couldn't ignore your feelings for me anymore.
What?
It's okay, really. I get it. I understand what you're going through, and I want to respond to those feelings, Miley. I feel the same way. I want to make things right. That's why I talked to my wife, and I'm divorcing her. I feel bad for her, sure, but this is something I have to do for both of us.
What are you even talking about, Caleb?
It's all for you, Miley. Now that I've decided to divorce my wife, there's nothing standing between us anymore. We don't have to keep our feelings hidden. There are no more obstacles. Finally, we can be together. Miley, where are you right now? I'll come meet you. Let's spend the whole night together, just the two of us. We'll finally be free to love each other over and over. Our hearts and our bodies united at last.
Ew!
What? What's wrong?
That disgusting, delusional mindset of yours is exactly why we broke up in the first place, Caleb. You're seriously grossing me out.
Wait, what do you mean?
Do you not remember what happened back in high school? You told me we should break up because you thought you could date the popular girl, the one everyone called the Madonna of the school. You thought you had a chance with her, and what happened? You were completely wrong. You made an absolute fool of yourself. And after you realized how badly you screwed up, you came crawling back to me, begging to get back together. But I was already done with you. I couldn't stand you anymore, so I rejected you right then and there. How do you not remember that?
But yesterday we saw each other again on the beach. You were smiling. We were both smiling. We were both so happy to see each other, I could tell.
Yeah, that was a pity smile, Caleb. I wasn't happy at all. I was just trying to hide my shock and disgust. I was cursing my bad luck for running into you, of all people, on a beach in Hawaii. Seriously, what were the chances?
Wait, so then why are you in Hawaii? If it wasn't to see me, why else would you be here? You must have come to find me. It's the only explanation that makes sense. You wanted to see me, didn't you? You couldn't get me out of your head, so you chased after me, right?
What are you even saying? No, Caleb, I have been living in Hawaii for a year now. I didn't come here to find you.
What? What do you mean?
My husband got transferred here for work. He was promoted and sent to the Hawaii branch of his company. So I moved here with him. We've been living here happily ever since.
Wait. No, that doesn't make sense. Yesterday when we were talking, you said you were alone in Hawaii.
Oh my God, Caleb. You asked me if I was alone at that moment, and I said yes because I was taking a walk by myself. That's it. I didn't mean I was here in Hawaii all alone. I was just out for a stroll. I've got a loving husband waiting for me at home.
Wait, so you're not...
Yeah, I'm married, Caleb. I thought you knew that. Didn't you hear about it from your parents? I had an arranged marriage, and I am very happy with my husband. We have a great life here in Hawaii, which means I'm not chasing after you or anyone else.
This can't be happening.
It is, and honestly, I feel bad for your wife. She probably had no idea what kind of delusional idiot she was marrying. You don't show this side of yourself when you're just neighbors, do you? It only comes out when you're in a relationship. I bet she didn't see it coming. Poor woman. She must be regretting her decision to marry you.
No, this has to be a misunderstanding. I'm not delusional.
Yeah, right. You've always been this way, Caleb. This time you're even worse. You've lost it completely. You know what? I didn't block you before because I figured we were neighbors back in Iowa, so it would have been awkward. But now I'm done. I don't care anymore.
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm blocking you right now.
Miley, no, don't do that, please.
Too late. Goodbye, Caleb. Don't ever contact me again, and don't even think about coming near me or my family ever.
Lila, I've changed my mind. Let's cancel the divorce. Let's continue our honeymoon like before.
Huh?
I don't care about Miley anymore. You know what? You're the one for me, my true Venus.
That's disgusting.
Huh?
Judging by that tone, did Miley reject you?
Well...
Just so you know, I contacted your family earlier to explain the situation. And guess what? They told me something interesting. They said that Miley followed her husband overseas after his job transfer. So I asked, could it be that her husband's assignment is in Hawaii? They weren't sure at first, but your parents took the trouble to confirm it with Miley's family. Shortly after, they got back to me confirming that yes, she is indeed living in Hawaii.
What?
Not only that, they also gave me some juicy background. They started with, we've kept quiet because it was just kids' business, but then they spilled everything. Apparently, you broke up with Miley because of a massive misunderstanding. After you made a fool of yourself with some other girl and got brutally rejected, Miley dumped you too, didn't she?
No, wait.
Hold on, I need to get going now.
What? Where are you going?
I managed to get a flight back to Iowa. Everything worked out perfectly with the timing. Oh, and just so you know, I'm turning my phone off as soon as I board.
Lila!
And don't worry, I'll take care of filing the divorce papers as soon as I get back.
Wait, no, I said no divorce!
Shut it, you delusional idiot.
What?
Goodbye and good riddance, you fool.
No, Miley, what have I done? Guess I'm going back to Iowa too. Hey, Lila! Are you already back in Iowa now?
Wait a second, I turned on my phone and I have 200 missed calls?
Hey, where's my passport?
Huh? Your passport? Did you lose it?
No, that's not it. I gave it to you, remember? Where did you put it?
What? I don't remember you giving it to me.
No, I definitely gave it to you. I was worried I'd lose it, so I put it in your bag.
In my bag? Where exactly?
You know the side pocket, the one with the zipper that tightens everything securely? I put it in there.
Wait, what? Hold on, let me check. Sure, I definitely had your passport, but you know what? Did you ever tell me you put it there?
See?
You didn't say anything about putting it in that pocket, did you? I don't remember you mentioning it at all.
Wait, I guess I didn't actually tell you.
Exactly. Plus, didn't we just talk about how I don't usually use that side pocket of my bag? I thought we had that discussion recently.
Did we?
Yes, remember? I told you that I had lost something important by putting it there before, so now I avoid using it altogether. That means I wouldn't even think to check it unless you specifically mentioned it was there.
Seriously?
Well, even if that weren't the case, your passport is like a lifeline when you're abroad. I can't be held responsible for it not being with you. It's crucial.
Hey, can you save the lecture for later? Right now, I just need you to bring my passport back to me.
No way.
Huh?
I'm already back home. Why should I have to go out of my way for someone who's practically a stranger now?
Hey, I'm your husband, remember?
Not anymore since I filed for divorce.
Wait, you did it already?
You were the one who pushed for it. You said you wanted things to move quickly.
Yeah, but...
Listen, you said you were done, and now it feels like you're just backtracking. I can't keep having these conversations that go nowhere. You wanted this. Now, go call the police or something and ask them what to do when you've lost your form of ID.
You expect me to do it all by myself?
What other choice do you have? You have to handle this yourself.
Isn't it your fault that I'm in this situation because you took my passport back home with you?
No, the reason we're in this mess is because you just put it in my bag without telling me. That's not my fault.
Okay, fine. But you can't just act like this is all my fault. You could have checked too.
Right, because it's my job to go through your stuff. I don't even know what's in your bag half the time. You should have communicated that it was in there.
Well, if we're going to point fingers, you should have been more mindful about handling important documents. How could you just take it and not mention it at all?
Seriously? We're really doing this? This isn't going to solve anything. I'm just supposed to sit here while you throw blame around?
Well, it feels like you are. I'm stuck here without a passport, and you're the one who has it.
Fine. But let's be real for a second. Even if I brought the passport back, how are we going to resolve this mess?
You've already filed for divorce, and I'm supposed to be okay with that?
Maybe you should have thought about that before you put us in this situation. Now you're scrambling to fix something that might already be too late.
Wait, what do you mean by too late? Are you really giving up on us just because of a passport?
I'm not giving up over the passport. I'm giving up on you because you asked for this whole mess and are now blaming me for a lot of it because you can't handle all of your delusional behavior.
I'm not delusional, though. I thought that Miley was into me, and I thought you already knew about me placing my passport into your bag.
Well, when you eventually get back home, just contact my lawyer.
Your lawyer?
Yes, my father's acquaintance is going to help us with a lot of things. I'll give your parents my lawyer's contact information and they can reach out to them.
Wait a second. My misunderstanding about Miley was a mistake. Now that I know, I don't want a divorce.
If you want to say that, you should probably say it through the lawyer. This is not the place to argue about it.
Lila!
Goodbye, you misunderstanding fool. A few days later, Caleb returned home looking completely haggard and defeated. He showed up at his parents' house, and the moment he laid eyes on the passport I had left with my in-laws, something seemed to awaken inside him. With a sudden burst of energy, he bolted out of the house, rushing towards my family's home, clearly determined to confront the situation. To prevent him from making a scene, my former judo champion father-in-law executed a perfect shoulder throw right there on the lawn. If he had been just 25 inches closer to the concrete, Caleb would have been slammed down hard. The look on his face went pale at the near miss. It was as if reality was finally sinking in. After this little encounter, Caleb calmed down somewhat, and we were able to discuss financial matters without him losing his temper again. I seized the opportunity to demand that he cover the total costs for the wedding and honeymoon expenses that I had shouldered, along with a settlement for emotional distress. Surprisingly, he agreed to pay without much resistance, likely realizing he had no other choice at this point. This marked the conclusion of a marriage that lasted less than a week, all stemming from Caleb's misunderstandings and miscommunications. Word of the situation quickly spread around his workplace, and before long, he ended up taking unauthorized leave. It wasn't long before he was officially fired, and now it seems he has retreated into his parents' home, becoming a reclusive loser. He's apparently been telling everyone, love is scary, women are terrifying. It's ironic, really. His rash actions and failure to communicate effectively led to the abrupt end of our short-lived marriage. But now he's the one living in fear, hiding away from the world. I suppose he's come to realize that his inability to confront issues head-on has left him in a place he never wanted to be, trapped by his own choices.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.